The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
Hi, friends, and a most pleasant good afternoon to you wherever you may be. Welcome into Delaware Hockey Network coverage of the University of Delaware Blue Hens men's Division I team. After the improbable happened at Fred Rust Arena last night, this men's Division I Blue Hens team will look to do the same again as they meet the Liberty Flames for the fourth of four times this season. Hi to you all, James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box here on the 412. Great to have all of you along for the ride with us once again here on this Saturday afternoon, working into evening. And for the Delaware Blue Hens, their first win over Liberty since January of 2017 occurred last night right here at Fred Rust Arena. Before we dive into tonight's game, we're going to take you back through the highlights of last night's 6-3 Blue Hens win over Liberty, in which Jacob Snellenberg recorded 25 saves and 11 Delaware skaters got their names on the score sheet. The Liberty penalty was assessed to number 21, Kevin Bite, where it's backhanded by Calendike below the net, intended for Pomerleau. But the Delaware forecheck, a little too much to handle. 2-on-2, the Flames break three. Versolano's shot, and he got one back. Schellenberg 8 of 9 on the save department of the first period, and so too Jackson Glassford, making his first appearance of the year. Matt Bartell off iron, and it's a power play goal. Mahoney leaves this to Guelph, looking for the equalizer. His shot from the top two, short-handed rush. Tracy steered behind the net, lost control of the puck. It's loose on the stick of Luke Doshin. Net front, one-timer is good! Will Gould has tossed the puck in his skates as Rodriguez tried to center it. And this one's muscled free by Schwenke the other direction. Feemster dodges a check from Sidoriak. Schwenke, Feemster again, he scores. Assisted by number 11, Daniel Schwenke. Time of the goal, 17 minutes, 6 seconds. But Guelph took the draw, whereas Liberty's Mason Smith, fourth line winger. Here's Guelph. Keller, shot, score! Donor finds Mahoney. Guelph, Sidoriak, score! Hens working toward a statement win. Tracy won the race to the puck. He puts one net front, and there's a... Dominic Guido putting the bow on that 6-3 Delaware win over Liberty. As mentioned, first for the Blue Hens since January 2017. Guido, along with Tommy Tracy and Luke Doshin. Luke had a goal and an assist for Delaware yesterday, getting starting duties with Riley Donor and Ivan Sidoriak, both potting their first goals of the season yesterday, in addition to 7 and 4 assists on the season, respectively. They'll start on defense, and Jacob Snellenberg, off his 25-save win between the pipes for Delaware, gets the call once again tonight, as Todd Mittelmeyer making no changes whatsoever in terms of his complement of skaters and his starting netminder. On the other side of the red line for Kirk Handy's Liberty Flames, who've hit a bit of a cold snap. They're 1-3-0 since October 14. We'll see Nick Bernstein from Cleveland, Ohio, getting the nod in net. He's 1-2 on the year with a 3.01 goals against average and a save percentage of .855. Jackson Versolano with a goal and an assist will start alongside Calendike and Olsen. They both accounted for assists yesterday for Liberty. Colton Kovac and the Latvian Kevin Bite will be back on defense. We'll take a quick timeout here on the Delaware Hockey Network. When we come back, we'll head inside the glass for the Limestone Pension Associates opening introductions.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the Law Office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Just about go time for round 2 this weekend of Delaware and Liberty. The men's Division I team riding high off their 6-3 win over the Flames yesterday. First that this team has accounted for against their arch rivals from Lynchburg, Virginia since January of 2017. We're going to head inside the glass right now for our Limestone Pension Associates opening introductions. Hockey fans, good afternoon once again, and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. The American Collegiate Hockey Association presents a men's Division I matchup between the visiting Liberty University Flames and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For Liberty, coached by Kirk Handy. In goal, from Cleveland, Ohio, number 30, Nick Bernstein. On defense, from Riga, Latvia, number 21, Kevin Bite. And from Coquitlam, British Columbia, number 3, Colton Kovich. At left wing, from Laconia, New Hampshire, number 17, Jackson Versolano. At right wing, from Saginaw, Michigan, number 14, Jacob Kalendike. And at center, from Alexandria, Minnesota, number 15, Truett Olson. It's that time, Blue Hen Nation. Let's meet the starting 6 for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, a sophomore from Meadowbrook, Pennsylvania, number 35, Jacob Snellenberg. At left wing, a freshman from Mount Airy, Maryland, number 28, Tommy Tracy. At right wing, a junior from Parker, Colorado, number 15, Luke Dosha. At center, a senior from Sewell, New Jersey, number 38, Dominic Guido. On defense, a senior from Hershey, Pennsylvania, number 18, Riley Donor. And a senior from Wilmington, Delaware, the first state's own, number 20, Ivan Sidoriak. Your Blue Hens are coached by Todd Middlemeyer, Jason Bage, and Eric Sterin. The on-ice officials for this afternoon's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Owen Doan and Brad Howington, and linespeople Brent Kendall and Steve Cannon. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice, as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Pitter patter, let's get at her in Newark. After going 0-20-1 against the Flames for a stretch since 2017, Newark, Delaware became upset city last night. The question of the day, can the Blue Hens do it again? After all 19 players on the ice did everything they needed to do, there's no reason Lightning can't strike twice at Fred Rust Arena. Puck gloved down by Tracy in the far corner of his own zone after the Liberty Flames mounted the initial rush. Breakout pass intercepted nearly by Calendike, but it's driven in by Guido. Puck is loose behind the Liberty goal. Corralled now by the Latvian Kevin Byte. Olsen, Versalano, and Calendike accounted for 1 goal and 3 assists yesterday. Here's a 2-on-3. Versalano up the right wing boards. Takes a shove at Tracy after they collided at the half wall. Brad Howington lets play continue on unabated, and picking up the loose puck in the near corner of the Delaware end is Will Gould. Chipped by Loose off the far boards, off the D-to-D pass. Rodriguez leaves this for Tanner Mahoney, who accelerates up the left wing boards. He caroms the puck beyond the reach of Bartel to the near side, and Gould. Back it comes to Mahoney, hassled by Bartel. Shot from Loose was off by a good couple feet from the top of the left circle. Loose puck corralled by Cam Ottenbright for the Flames. He winds up from his own blue line. Icing waved off despite Bartel not being able to reel in that breakout pass. The Storm, Justin Guelph, flips this up the near boards. The other 21 Byte brings it down. D-to-D feed. Kovic sends this up ice. Steadied by Snellenberg. Corralled behind the Delaware cage by Keller. And advanced by Justin Guelph, one of the many newcomers on this Delaware squad, into Liberty territory. His shot from 35 feet was sticked away. Looked like Kovic tried to take a swipe at Guelph there. Guelph heads off. Liberty bracing in their own zone, and bringing the puck up the right wing boards is Finch. Keller bodied off the puck as he plays it around near side. Trying to bat it free was Meckel. Smith barely held the point for the Liberty Flames, or did he? Yes, he did. But a hand pass is signaled by referee Owen Doan, forcing both teams to put on the brakes momentarily. On the doorstep, Smith. His shot tipped wide, gloved down by Cody Diaz. We've yet to see a shot on goal. 2 minutes and 25 seconds into the first period of this hockey game. Smith and Diaz get tangled up at center. Smith walks into a 1-on-4. His shot from 35 feet, stick checked high and away, brought down by Ryan Finch behind the cage, but controlled by DeBolt. He tries to slam it up the far boards to no avail. Holding the point was Pomerleau, but he couldn't generate anything from distance. This is Schwenke. He winds up from 35 feet. Holding on for the save is Snellenberg, and the chatter begins right away. Solid shot from Schwenke right down the pipe. As we see on the Delaware Sports Medicine instant replay, face-off comes to the left of Snellenberg. He stopped 25 of 28 yesterday. Flames control in the attacking zone. Centering feed from Pomerleau sailed through net front traffic. It ends up on the stick of Delaware's Riley Donor, but he could not clear. Donor, again, chips this puck off his backhand off the far boards, ahead to Alex Infanger. Infanger stood up by a spinning check from Pomerleau. Pomerleau comes down with the puck in his own end, leaving it for Nathan Cox behind the Liberty goal. 3.5 minutes have gone by in the first period of a scoreless as yet hockey game. Blue Hens looking to keep rolling on after a 6-3 win yesterday. Dominic Guido with a shot from the top of the right circle, sticked away by Bernstein to the far corner. Race for a loose puck near side. Getting there was Versalano. He flips it up ice to Olsen, bodied off the biscuit by Gould just upon gaining the Delaware line. Loose turns this back into neutral ice. Versalano couldn't walk cleanly in. Puck is knocked away. The Liberty fans want a call against Delaware. A couple of them scattered about here at Fred Rust Arena. But play continues on, uninterrupted, as Will Gould perches behind his own net before surveying his options. Breakout to Doshin didn't connect. A little too much on that pass. Ottenbright just inside the Liberty zone, fired it across to Mox, and now ahead Versalano. Centering feed high in the Delaware end, taken away by Tanner Mahoney. And the product of Peters Township, Pennsylvania, bulldozes his way back into the Liberty zone. 4.5 minutes complete in first period action. Back and forth, only one shot on goal each way, and no score as yet. Byte puts one on a tee net front. Trying from close was Ottenbright. Snellenberg denies him. Another scrap for a loose puck develops at the far dot of the Delaware zone, and this is pushed free and now carried on by Guelph. 1-on-1. Guelph slowed up by Bite. They collide in the far corner. Rodriguez sweeps in to protect the puck for Delaware. Glove down by Diaz, sandwiched by a pair of Flame defenders. The shot from deeper in the slot is caught and held by Bernstein. So the Hens gain themselves an attacking zone. With just over 5 minutes gone, Diaz reaches to glove down a puck. The shot came from Guelph as he had his feet taken out from him. And the Iron Man, Cody Diaz, in for the attacking zone draw, which the Hens protect. Donor long distance shot off the backboards. DeBolt couldn't bring down the rebound. Bite does. Finch, hassled by Meckel in the far corner, leaves the puck to Kovic behind the cage. Ahead to Smith it goes. He botches the pass through the neutral zone. Finch and Meckel collide at center. Big open ice hit on Finch. He's slow to get back to the bench. Meckel heads off for a change. Finch left some firewood at center ice too, but that stick looks okay as opposed to the kindling Jackson Glassford scattered on the ice after giving up 5 yesterday. Hens break out. Puck gloved down by Pomerleau at neutral territory. Feemster comes in looking for a shot from 25 feet, but he was bothered by Diaz as he got rid of it. Sidoriak holding close to home. Clark leaves his high to Cox. A slap shot from 60 feet. Ricochets off the backboards, and this puck is cleared out of harm's way by Louis Ruel, the Quebecois on this Delaware team. Pomerleau re-enters, slowed up in the high slot by a host of Delaware defenders. Donor again, winds up, plays the carom shot out, but beyond the reach of Ruel. Cox to Pomerleau on further to Daniel Schwenke. Schwenke is steered behind the cage by Sidoriak to the far corner. Tommy Tracy reaches in, tries to punch the puck free. Brett Gammer, the Edmontonian, held it in at the right point. He tried to center. Luke Doshin floats it high and into the Liberty zone where Pomerleau is double teamed at the near boards, but he gets the puck back at a neutral ice and it's carried by Gammer up the left wing boards into the Delaware end. Gammer kept below the cage by Tracy. Cycles this now to Schwenke. Further to Clark. Taken away nearly by Will Gould. Jay Luce has time and space. He corrals a loose puck behind his own goal. We're just past the 7-minute mark at Fred Rust Arena. No score between the Flames and the Blue Hens. Shots are even 2 aside. This throw-in steadied by Snellenberg and paddled to the near corner. Gould exits his zone. Doshin held up, racing down the loose puck by Marty Mox, and Lugowski turns it back the other way. Calendike, pinned by Keller into the corner boards, was separated from the puck. Trying to work it free is Tommy Tracy, but a heavy Liberty forecheck wreaking havoc on him. Tracy regathers his stick. Dominic Guido circles behind his own net. Lots more space near side. He tried to hit Ryan Rodriguez with a stretch pass up the middle, but this puck goes all the way into the blue paint surrounding Nick Bernstein, who freezes for the pause and play with 12:06 to go in the opening period of a scoreless as yet hockey game. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Long and Greenberg will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-LONG to schedule a free consultation. 302-466-LONG, or visit them online at injuryde.com. Faceoff is spotted initially by linesperson Steve Cannon to the left of Bernstein. Unsure as to the Rationale for the delay currently. This looks like Brad Howington and Kirk Handy are having words, and Howie also, as though he's repairing the ice in front of, ice repair. The cause for our delay is right in front of the Liberty bench. We see linesperson Brent Kendall chipping away. Looked like there was a little bit of blood in front of the Flames bench, and in front of the press box as well. So a little bit of cleanup going on here. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network. When we are set to return to action.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Ice has been cleaned. We're back off and running, with the Hens unable to maintain momentum in their own zone. 8 minutes gone in this 0-0 hockey game. James Witherite joining you on the Delaware Hockey Network, live on the 412 for the second half of this weekend series. Delaware, after their 6-3 defeat of the Flames, looking to maintain their momentum tonight. And so far, they've been off to a pretty darn good start. Keller to Rodriguez. He flips the puck forward. Icing called by Steve Cannon. Judging that Guelph didn't win the race. He's making that judgment round about the dots. Got some groans from the Delaware fans. But that's one of the nuances of hybrid icing, that just a tough break for the Hens ultimately. So the icing sets up a shot from Nathan Cox at the right point, but it goes wide. Pomerleau holding the left point. Works this into Feemster. Cycled to Finch. Finch kept wide by Mahoney. Loose puck is corralled by Justin Guelph. He pushes forward. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Hens. Guelph with space shoots. He tried to go top corner, but he skied it into the glass. 2-on-2 counterattack the other way. Feemster taking aim from the right half wall. Snellenberg with the stick save on him. This comes down on the stick of Pomerleau, the native of Lewiston, Maine. While things a bit more calm in Lewiston now than they were 24 hours ago, our continued thoughts and prayers with all of you. We love you. We're thinking of you. And know that we stand with you in this troubled time that you've had to deal with. Pomerleau wound up from the top of the left circle. Shot was stick checked offline as soon as he got rid of it. Finch to Alexander Karen. His chance from the right point, blockered high and away by Snellenberg. Didn't have the line it needed anyway. Karen chases down the rebound, pinned to the boards by Sidoriak behind the net. Brett Gammer muscles the puck free, hassled by Donor. He stands up Meckel at the top of the circle. Loose puck corralled by Sidoriak, flipped up ice. Icing waved off by Cannon this time, ruling that Kovac was able to play the puck, but elected not to. We've just passed halfway in the first period. Give and go in the Liberty zone, bite to Karen. The Latvian to the Russian. Turned by Gould back the other way. Race on for a loose puck. Chris Heitzhaus as the energy line's on for the Hens. Heitzhaus, Diaz, Ruel currently, with Gould and Luce backing them up. Battle for the puck directly behind Bernstein's office for the day. This puck is knocked loose. pushed by Kovic to the far side. Ruel races down Clark, lays a shoulder on him, and protects for the Blue Hens. This is lofted up ice by Bite. Good line, so no icing. Snellenberg had to play that puck, and he steadied it for the Connecticut native Trevor Early. The early bird weaves through traffic, but is slowed up at the blue line. Still, he was able to generate the zone entry before turning the puck over. Ruel took it away from Mox. Couldn't generate the wraparound chance in close. He was marked by Olsen on his way to the cage. Just over 11 minutes have gone by in this first period. Liberty leading in the shot department 4-2 over Delaware, but there is yet no score. Versolano, one of the goal scorers yesterday, tried to snipe from the top of the left circle, but Jacob Snellenberg answers the call with the glove save and the stoppage in play. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road, Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Guido to Doshin up the middle. Pass caught him in his skate, but he gathers in the loose puck. Keller's entry will be called back by an offside. Dominic Guido. Way over the line for Guido there. And we come back at a neutral ice with 8 minutes and change to go in the opening period of this high-energy two-game series, Game 2. Mahoney and Bartel square off just above the Liberty line. We're 3/5 of the way through the first period. Hens press back into Flame territory. Pomerleau nearly stick-handled Rodriguez off his feet. He shovels the puck behind the net. Cox confronted by Guelph. Tried to get this away cleanly. Guelph forces the turnover, generates the shot. Puck was loose in front, but cleared out by the Liberty D-Corps on the doorstep. Back the other way came Ottenbright, slowed up by Guelph. Foltz emerges up the left dots back into Delaware territory. His shot in a one-on-one across from Keller at the near dot. Caught and held by Jacob Snellenberg for a pause in the action with 7:23 to go in opening period play from Fred Rust Arena. Face off to Snellenberg's right. Fourth line for Liberty, third line for Delaware, Feemster versus Diaz. And the Iron Man, Cody Diaz, wins the draw. The breakout pass, too hard for Meckel to reel in over the center logo, but he got stick on puck, so there's no icing. Finch the other way to Feemster, 2-on-2. Smith stayed onside with a toe drag. Puck thrown in close, headman pass to Smith. Off Snellenberg's pads and away. Bite gloved the puck down to hold the left point, but he turned it over to Diaz, who cleared the zone. The re-entry from Kovic was good. Feemster back onside just in the nick of time, said Brent Kendall. Hens dump and change. Mox on the run from Diaz. Kovic, Smith, dodges a check just inside his own line, dodges a second from Ruel. Smith walks in, up the right dots to regain the Delaware line. Checked off his feet, trying to clear, was Gould. Infanger to Heitzhaus. Heitzey stick handles just over the line, lost the puck momentarily as Mox steered him to the wall. He tried to carry the puck in deeper, but out come the Flames back on the counterattack. Versolano, Mox held up on the brakes, and Versolano flipped the puck into the Delaware zone. It rang to the far side, where it's now cleared again by Alex Infanger. Fresh complement of Blue Hens on after the fourth line did their job and maintained the energy. Loose pummels Olsen on his way into the Delaware end. Puck ended up in the far corner, which was corralled by Delaware's Tommy Tracy. Here's Guido with a shot. but it's high into the back glass. Guido chases down his own rebound. He's surrounded by a pair of flames. Doshin to his aid, muscles the puck free. He flips this to Luce at the top of the left circle. Long shot into traffic, blocked away. Back down on Guido's stick. Guido loses control of the puck. Marty Mox punches this into the Liberty bench area and out with 5:20 to go in the first. Officials say it was off a Delaware stick, so the face-off came in the neutral zone. Pomerleau, hard cross-ice pass to Gammer. His shot rang off the post. Keller clears out the rebound off the end boards, and the Hens escape their zone. Pomerleau drives it back in up the near side. Snellenberg steadies for Keller. Guelph clears. Foot race for the puck ends up in the neutrals, or in the Liberty zone, I should say, as Joey Clark is hauled by Mahoney to the far corner. Karen into a 1-on-2, chips this puck into the Delaware bench and out of play with 4:40 to go in opening period action. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Diaz, fielding the breakout pass, advances it further but beyond the reach of Meckel. Bite takes it away. Bite absorbing a check. Turned the puck over to Diaz. DeBolt was bodied down badly net front. Play continues, 5-on-5. Ottenbright found Foltz. The give and go failed to materialize. Meckel takes this away, but it will come back an icing with 4 minutes and change to go in opening period action from Fred Rust Arena. Officially 4:02 to go in the opening period, as Ottenbright and Diaz take a few swings at each other off the draw. That draws the attention of the fans as Keller holds up behind his own net. Play action. Keller to Sidoriak. Cox slows him up mid-zone. Reinforcement comes in the form of Trevor Early. He takes a swipe at Pomerleau, who manages to maintain the puck. Ottenbright staying onside. The entry is good. Spun off his feet was Early, but he gets the puck away. The physicality is certainly ramped up after this frustrated Liberty team was sent to the showers with a 6-3 defeat yesterday. So far, they've managed 8 shots, but none of them have gotten past Snellenberg. Pomerleau fell awkwardly. Doshin walks in. He tries to put the puck on a T net front. Nobody home for the redirect. Pomerleau back up. Hassled by the forechecking Dominic Guido. Delaware all around turning in 110% effort so far. Another breakout pass, a little too long. Gould around the horn to Guido, puck stolen by Kevin Bite. He throws one net front. This is cleared out of harm's way by Tommy Tracy. No icing here against Delaware, but the Hens will have to regroup in the neutral zone. Tracy joined by Doshin in a two-a-side puck battle right in front of us. 2:12 to go in opening period play. Bernstein's out of the crease to leave the puck for Bite. Across to Kovic. Back to Bite. This thrown up ice. And this will be an icing against the Liberty Flames with 1:59 to go in opening period action. Delaware limited to 3 shots on goal. here in the opening period. But they bring the big guns in for this attacking zone draw. Pivotal face-off for the Blue Hens, squandered. Straubinger is back to his own zone. He botched the D-to-D pass under forechecking heat from Finch. Snellenberg forced to cover. Versalano and Mahoney. Met to the left of Snellenberg with 1:50 to go. There's no icing here. Pomerleau, hustling to the near corner of his own zone, tried to carry him the puck free. Hens regroup. Guelph, his shot from 20 feet was intercepted. The other way, Versalano tried to set up Mox cutting toward the cage. Keller ties him up behind the net. Rodriguez shovels the puck up the far boards. It rolls on its rib toward Mahoney. Taken away by Versalano. Versalano trying to feed that one to Calendike at the left point, lost the zone. Guelph and Versalano get tangled up on their race to a loose puck. Slow to get up is Calendike as we reach the final minute of play in the opening period. Pomerleau hassled by DeBolt in the far corner. They get tangled up. Versalano now near side. Across to Pomerleau, who's got space to operate with in neutral territory. Some nifty stick handling from Joey Clark. Works into the Delaware zone. His shot from the left half wall, turned aside by Snellenberg. Follow-up chance from Gammer was deflected away as well. Sidoriak brings the puck down. He'll try to burn off as much clock as he can. 20 seconds to go in opening period play. Hens trying to calculate one last offensive effort before the horn sounds for this first period. Diaz tied up behind the net by Bite. Gammer works the puck free. It's popped up in the air, and it was gloved down by Bernstein with 3.8 seconds to go in the opening period. Face-off will come to the left, I should say, of Nick Bernstein. Who has only seen 3 shots on goal this first period. Defensive effort has been excellent from Delaware so far as they head to the dressing room on level pegging again with Liberty. The score through one period. Delaware and Liberty, 0-0. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the first intermission.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Goalies being goalies as the teams come out to a fresh sheet of ice to start the second period. And Jacob Snellenberg, the one between the pipes for the University of Delaware Blue Hens on this evening. A perfect 10 in the save department through the first 20 minutes of action. Here late in the first period, a couple rapid-fire stops from him, crossing post to make the secondary save. And keeping his Blue Hens on level pegging with the Liberty Flames through 20 scoreless minutes of hockey. The Nova Scotian Brent Kendall set to drop the puck on period number 2, and they're off. If you're just joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network, Delaware and their home whites traveling right to left in second period play. The Liberty Flames moving left to right in their away navies. The storyline of the weekend. We'll get to that momentarily. 2-on-1. Doshin scores! Luke Doshin lights the lamp. 26 seconds into the second period. Can lightning strike twice? It's not beyond the realm of possibility. Sidoriak sets up Luke Doshin, who goes top shelf on Bernstein. A 2-on-1 fast break puts the Delaware Blue Hens in front. another! The storm strikes this time. Justin Guelph makes it 2-0. Tic-tac-toe across the dots. The Hens have got 2. Delaware's first goal, third of the season, scored by number 15, Luke Doshin. Assisted by number 20, Ivan Sidoriak. Time of the goal, 26 seconds in the second period. Doshin's third from Sidoriak at 26 seconds. Delaware's second goal, fifth of the season, scored by number 21, Justin Guelph. Assisted by number 36, Tanner Mahoney. And number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. Time of the goal, 43 seconds in the second period. Guelph's fifth from Mahoney and Rodriguez at 43 seconds. 2 rapid-fire Delaware goals to start the second period. Smith forces the turnover. Finch tried to go top shelf. And after the whistle, all hell breaking loose as Straubinger and Smith get tangled up and the lines people have to intervene. Not sure if that's the Liberty way either. They're both issued momentary reprieves. We'll get particulars from downstairs. Brett Gammer and Ivan Sidoriak getting the particulars from the quartet in stripes. Miners have gone up all round, and Early's going to sit too. And the Liberty penalty box door remains open. Looks as though that's going to be it. As again, Doan and Howington explained to Sidoriak and Gammer what all went down from that altercation. The minor penalties that we saw on the board have been taken down. Todd Mittelmeyer wants to know what's up too, as he stepped down from the bench. And now the conversation migrates to both bench areas. Will be rejoining action. To the right of Snellenberg. There was more penalty time than just those two minors, but everything cancels out ultimately. Here we go. Liberty penalty assessed to number 2 Mason Smith. Double minor for roughing. Delaware penalties assessed to number 12 Shane Straubinger. 2 minutes for roughing. And number 8 Trevor Early. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the coincidental penalties, 1 minute 40 seconds in the second period. Smith double minor for roughing. Straubinger single minor for roughing. Early minor for cross-checking. All at 1:40 in the second period. So as everything cancels out, play continues 5-on-5. And penalties will expire at the immediate stoppages after the time concludes. This is cleared by the Hens, who, thanks to a pair of rapid-fire goals to start the second period, have established a 2-0 lead over Liberty. What makes matters all the more impressive, they've only done it on 6 shots on goal. Snellenberg makes the save here before he gets run into, and the net is dislodged. And this game has already a little more drama than Friday's. Faceoff is going to stay inside. Despite Snellenberg being pushed into the net by a Liberty player. Mahoney and Bartel. Bartel wins the draw. Lugowski holds center point. This puck thrown in by Ottenbright from the right point, high and wide. Bartel turns in the slot, fires a hard wrister from 30 feet. It too was off its mark, and the Hens clear. Gould behind his own cage. Flips the puck up the near corner boards. Bartel takes it away from Jay Luce. Tanner Mahoney dodges a Liberty forechecker. Advances this to Tracy. He gains red before flipping the puck in. A lofted shot caught and held by Bernstein for the pause with 16-16 to go in second period play. And with an attacking zone faceoff coming up, the opportunity is ripe for the Blue Hens to extend their 2-0 lead. Liberty in a cold snap right now. 1-3 over the last 2 weeks. And Delaware is looking to send them packing, defeated again. Kovic, cross-ice pass, bounces off Feemster's stick. He muscles to the far corner, but taking the puck away from him was Sidoriak. This floated up ice, icing waved off by Brent Kendall. Playing the body was Rodriguez, knocking Kovic off the puck. Mahoney leaves this to Donor. Puck is loose underneath the Liberty goalie, but he basically sits down on it to force the stoppage in play. There's the Donor shot. Net front tip from Rodriguez. Puck skittered in the blue paint before Bernstein fell backwards on it to ensure the pause in play and to ensure no further damage done, at least not on this exchange. Coming back to action with 15:35 to go in the second period. Meckel tries to keep his footing and the puck in the near corner. Pomerleau strips it from him after Calendike played the initial body check. Olsen, Calendike, shot, rushed just above the right dot. It was high and wide. Cox holds the left point, gets blown up by Meckel at the point, knocked well off his feet. This puck skitters over the blue line. Meckel was stood up, could have made a case for interference, but Owen Doan and Brad Howington say play on. Pomerleau, cross ice feed. This puck thrown in by Versalano and paddled away by Snellenberg to the near half wall. This turned back across ice. Versalano confronted by Diaz, but Versalano maintains control and possession. He's carried high in the zone by Heitzhaus. Versalano lines up a rocket from the shot, and a 10-bell save by Snellenberg keeps the Flames scoreless. Watching it again. Versalano, he had a goal and an assist yesterday. Here he lines up a hard wrist shot from 35. He got plenty on that one. But Jacob Snellenberg with save 14. Has kept the Flames scoreless so far. Gammer tries to bulldoze in, but the foreboding presence of Jay Luce had other ideas. Puck in the netting out of play gives us a stoppage. Gammer and Infanger. Brett Gammer, the Edmontonian, wins the draw. Over the Hens' fourth line center. Scrap for the puck at the opposite circle. Clark looking for space. Dishes it to Karen. Karen kept wide. Holding the point was Marty Mox. Gammer tried to Michigan near side. Snellenberg sealed off the post. Can't say I've ever seen that before in a game I've called. A Michigan, that is, failed or otherwise. Mox back in his own zone, recovers after the Hens clear. Bit of a chaotic change both ways. Finch sees his shot from 30 feet blocked by Will Gould. Feemster dodges a check. Puck is loose below the cage. Jay Luce plays it around to the far side. Poked in by Finch. Driving forward is Guido. And the whistle of Owen Doan sounds with 13:15 to go in the second period. And Kirk Handy, not Kirk, one of his assistants, having a few words with the lines people. Both guys are going to go. And Finch just got a talking to after he prolonged the debate with Owen Doan. Another pair of matching penalties. Going up. At the 6:45 mark of the second period. And we'll get the particulars from downstairs momentarily. Looked like a hold on Finch and an elbow on Tracy. Liberty penalty assessed to number 20, Ryan Finch. 2 minutes for holding. Delaware penalty assessed to number 28, Tommy Tracy. 2 minutes for elbowing. Time of the penalties, 6 minutes, 45 seconds in the second period. Finch, 2 for holding. Tracy, 2 for elbowing. at 6:45 in the second. 2-on-1, Guelph with a hard shot from 40 feet off its line. Straubinger holds the line. Here comes Guelph storming in up the left wing boards, but he's slowed up at the edge of the paint. Solid chance for Guelph to get his second of the night. But traffic got a little bit crowded and close. Kovic stands up the attempted Rodriguez check. Hard shot from Donor from the left point. Caught and held by Nick Bernstein with 8 minutes gone in the second period of this 2-0 hockey game. Delaware with the advantage yet. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important. And Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today. Visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Tanner Mahoney, top face-off man in for the Blue Hens, overpowered, and Pomerleau works the puck up ice. Versalano across to Olsen. He looked for the one-timer from the dot, but couldn't get stick on puck. He crashes the net, tried to jam one in the near corner. Again, stacking the pads of Snellenberg for save 15. We're nearing the midpoint of the second half of this weekend series between the Flames and the Blue Hens. And it's been mighty good so far for the home team. Versolano's shot into the glove of Snellenberg. $11:14 remaining in second period play from Fred Rust Arena. Fourth line center Feemster in for the draw across from Diaz, who in the first period, it's worth noting, all of the Delaware face-off wins were thanks to two. They were Diaz and Mahoney. Diaz, with the face-off win we just saw, has been a perfect 7 for 7 in the circle, as relayed to us by the stat man himself, Eli Swope. Mox to Legowski. Finch on the run from two-ply forechecking pressure to Bolton. Diaz getting after him. Mox leaves this to Feemster. The entry was just onside. One-timer from Marty Mox. Just off its line. Lugowski pinned to the corner by Gould. He strips the puck from Finch. Gould, a couple stick handles, gets him some space. He chips this off the near glass and forces the offside. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So, how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and its clientele. Broadcast to social, print to digital. The 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Visit us at 412communications.com today. Bartel presses play to neutral ice. Ruel tries to rifle the puck back in, but he throws it out of play. Words can be hard sometimes. Do we want to say throw or send, or what's the verb we want here? In any case, the puck went into the Delaware bench and the faceoff comes back just above the Hens line. Just past the half. Hens with a 2-0 lead over the Liberty Flames. Cox holds the right point. Ruel blocks the shot. He lofts the puck over center. Heitzhaus hauls it back into the Liberty zone. Fans want a call as Heitzhaus is hauled down in the slot. Foltz back the other direction. Chips the puck deep into Delaware territory. Keller converges with Ottenbright. Foltz centering feed to Bartel, and Snellenberg again comes up with a key save for the Hens. Here it is again on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. Foltz digs the puck free. Bartel, time, space, and energy, all three in the slot. But so too was Jacob Snellenberg to make save number 17. Rodriguez needed some help from Mahoney to maintain attacking momentum for the Hens. Donor at the point. Threw the puck in deep again. Karen confronted by Mahoney. Here comes Rodriguez trying to walk in right side, but he's slowed up. As coming up with his 7th save of the game is Bernstein. Draw comes to his left with 8:57 to go in second period play. Justin Guelph met by Olsen. Delayed offside against the Hens as the zone was briefly lost, but they'll get back into attacking position as the result of a Liberty icing. Mahoney left this to Donor at the point. Guelph couldn't set up a net front opportunity there for the Hens. Donor flips this off the corner board's far side. Bite chases down the puck. He's hassled by Rodriguez. That gives Guelph time to sweep in and corral the vulcanized rubber. Guelph ricochets this off the near wall. Donor. Back to Guelph it comes. Line not held. Brent Kendall said Guelph missed the line. Calendike emerges the other way after the delayed offside, stunted Delaware's attacking momentum. Versolano threw the puck across ice, looking for something in the center. Pomerleau, challenged by Guido, saw his shot blocked. Follow-up chance from a high off the stick of Bite was wide. This nearly was cleared out of the Delaware zone, but it goes into the netting over the glass and out of play with 7:52 to go in the second. Blue Hens pinned in their zone, but by George, they're protecting this 2-0 lead. Yesterday took all 19 guys. Very much the same situation today, as all 19 Delaware guys have played all 200 feet. They'll be forced back as the result of an icing. Faceoff's going to stay near side. 7:41 to go in the second period. Feemster and Guido. Liberty holds the point. The shot from Smith off the Kovic headman feed was wide. This rolls to Cox at the left point. Guelph pushes play back to center. Delayed offside on Liberty. This is going to come back. Steve Cannon signals offside after a pair of Liberty players did not relent in their pursuit of the puck despite being offside. 7:20 left in the second period. Hens move up out of their own zone. Doshin leaning in there on Smith. Luce is up on the wing. In come the Flames again. They bulldoze back and Feemster shot. And Snellenberg says no. Bartel in across from Guido on the faceoff after Jacob Snellenberg records save number 18. Doshin at center. Floats a wobbling puck in up the far side of the Liberty zone. Bernstein out of the crease plays it. Tracy is held up by Ottenbright. Mox to Karen to Lugowski. Up ice comes Bartel. His shot was wide from just above the corner boards. Diaz corrals a loose puck, 6.5 minutes to go in the second period of a 2-0 hockey game. Delaware looking to sweep the improbable weekend double. Before last night, their last win over Liberty, at least in ACHA Men's Division I competition, was January 28th, 2017. The margin of victory that night, also 3 goals. Play halted in the Delaware zone with 6:10 to go in the second. Calendike in across from Diaz. That might have been Diaz's first face-off loss, but at 87.5%, still some sparkling numbers in the circle. Keller, Straubinger, DeBolt shovels this puck in behind the Liberty goal. No, he doesn't. He didn't touch it. This is an icing. .546 to go in second period play. And the faceoff will come to the right of Jacob Snellenberg, who between the pipes has answered 18 of 18 calls. Straubinger, Meckel tips the puck while absorbing a check from Cox into the near corner. Straubinger throws one net front. DeBolt can't redirect. An airborne puck belt high right at the edge of the crease. Calendike leaves this the other way. Hustling on the back check is Donor. The voice of Jerry Domish, former coach of the Philadelphia Junior Flyers of the Eastern Hockey League. Ringing loud and clear in Donor's head. We can still hear Jerry screaming back check at the top of his lungs. Back in those old days. Exactly what Riley Donor did there, but unfortunately for the Hens, an icing pins them back in their own end. 5 and change to go, another Snellenberg save. Face off to Snellenberg's right, Infanger and Bartel. Hard shot in from Mox at the left point, off the glass. Foltz tied up in the near corner. He's got some help from Ottenbright. Lugowski confronted by Ruel. Louis-Mathieu Ruel clears early, shovels the puck the rest of the way into the Liberty zone. Bernstein's out of the cage. Infanger strips the puck from him. Howington gets tied up in the far corner by a pair of combatants for the puck. Bartel played the body on early and took the puck away from him. Here's Ottenbright bulldozing up the right wing boards just over the line before Ruel stood him up. Sidoriak gains the line, gains the zone, lost the puck just inside the stripe. Foltz back the other way, and a one-on-one lost control of the puck of his own volition just inside the blue line. 4:10 to go in the second period. Snellenberg with save number 20. And an interference penalty is signaled. First non-coincidental penalty of the game. Comes at 15:54. In the second period as Ivan Sidoriak gets rung up for interference. So the first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the game too. Coming right now, schedule your first cleaning today by visiting DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty, assessed to number 20, Ivan Sidoriak. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 54 seconds in the second period. Sidoriak 2 for interference at 15:54. Calendike leaves this to bite. Finch, Foltz. Calendike steps up. His stick goes sky high as he tried to snap one from the top of the right circle. Firewood sale at Fred Rust Arena this weekend, friends. Foltz again to Pomerleau. New stick for bite. He tried to work the puck close. Finch couldn't slam one in net front, and the Hens clear. Play whistle dead with 3:05 to go in the second period. So Foltz lost a mitten. And a puck went out of play. Looks like we'll resume just above the Delaware blue line. Half the Sidoriak penalties killed off. 3:03 to go in the second period. Tracy and Olsen getting a stern talking to from Steve Cannon. And play resumes with Liberty in control of the puck off the draw. Pomerleau engaged by Diaz. He goes down favoring his wrist. He lost his stick in the exchange. He hustles back to at least clog up the slot as best he can. This puck is poked by Straubinger after Olsen tried to feed it to the point, but Pomerleau held. Shot from Bartel. Stick save by Snellenberg. And this is cleared hard by Tommy Tracy to the roars of the Fred Rust faithful. 2.5 minutes to go in the second period. Delaware has been limited to 9 shots on goal. But the lead is theirs. The lead is 2. Snellenberg with saves 22 and 23. Continues to keep the Flames scoreless at Fred Rust. A couple rapid fire stops just now. 2:14 to go. In second period action, only a few seconds left on the Sidoriak penalty. Tanner Mahoney races to center. Guelph joins the rush along with Rodriguez, Gould, and Keller. Gammer wrestles the puck free. Clark stood up by Gould. In comes Karen up the right wing boards. Long shot, stick checked offline. We're coming to the final 100 seconds of the second period. Delaware with a 2-0 lead over Liberty. After last night's 6-3 statement win, the Hens looking to put an exclamation point on the weekend. Guelph brought it back to his forehand on the doorstep, but no, lost the puck. Here he's hauled down. You can't do that. Alexander Karen, the Russian, heading off. With 1:20 to go in the second period. And the Blue Hens head to their first Carl Dubé power play of the evening. Find the perfect something special for your someone special. Go on the advantage with Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Liberty penalty assessed to number 49, Alexander Karen. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 18:40 in the second period. Karen, 2 for hooking at 18:40. 1 minute remaining of the period. 1 minute. Mahoney gives way to Feemster after bobbling the puck in the neutral zone. Calendike couldn't maintain. He pops back up on his feet at the left half wall. Shorthanded havoc wrought by the Liberty side. Now they change as Sidoriak holds behind his net. 38 seconds to go in the second period. 2-0 the score. Advantage Delaware. This puck rolls to the near corner. Mahoney pinched off the puck by Nathan Cox. Bartel couldn't race down Donor for the loose puck in the Delaware end. Gammer holds on to it though. He's double teamed near side. Emerging is Doshin. The stick of Bartel slowed him up. Guelph picks up the vulcanized rubber up the near wall. 15 seconds. He tried to flip one top corner past Bernstein, but to no avail. Final 12 of the second period. The Hens will either head to the dressing room up 3-0 over their adversaries from Southwest Virginia, or they'll come back from the dressing room with 40 seconds left on this Carl Dubé power play. Feemster and Rodriguez, the 22s, meet near circle. Puck worked around to the point, thrown in by Guelph, saved by Bernstein. Face-off comes to the opposite side. Tracy and Bartel. Bartel drops to a knee to try to block the puck, and a hand pass is signaled by Owen Doan. We'll try again. Finch trying to come on, but the line change window had expired. Tracy and Bartel, last face-off of the period. Puck is down, Bartel steers it to the corner, and that, friends, will do it for the second period. The score through 40 minutes, Delaware Blue Hens 2, Liberty Flames 0. We'll be back on the DHN after the second intermission.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back into the Delaware Hockey Network. Welcome back into Fred Rust Arena. 40 minutes gone, and the Delaware Blue Hens are 20 minutes away from completing a weekend sweep of the Liberty Flames. Who'd have imagined we'd be here right now? Luke Doshin and the Storm, Justin Guelph, with a pair of rapid-fire goals in the first 43 seconds of the second period, have set the table for what promises to be a high-intensity final 20 minutes before us. The Nova Scotian, Brent Kendall, says, "Let's go, boys." Did he just pick up a piece of gum from the ice and put it in his beak? I don't know. Leave it to BK. Third period's underway. James Witherite joining you here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Delaware in their home whites going left to right in the third period. Liberty in their away navies pressing right to left. Guelph hassled by Bartel. Maintains the puck. 15 seconds left on this Carl Dubé power play for the Hens to start the third. In comes Guelph. Drop pass to Tracy at the right point. He ricochets the puck hard off the corner boards. This comes high to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looks shot from the top of the left circle. It comes right back. Guelph working the left point now. Flames are full strength. Guelph's shot from the top of the slot was stick checked off its intended line. Race for the loose puck in the near corner. Kovic rolls this around to in front of the Liberty bench where Will Gould slams the puck in deep again. Get pucks in deep. Press, press, press is the key to these final 18 minutes. Rodriguez leaves this to Gould. Jay Luce to Heitzhaus. Puck flipped beyond the reach of Rodriguez. Taken back the other way by Jacob Kalendijk. This goes into the rafters and out. With 18:31 to go in regulation. The home stretch gets shorter and shorter. But the Hens, off the far turn, two in front. Guido and Olsen will take the draw to the right of Jacob Snellenberg, who has stopped all 23 vulcanized rubber projectiles that have been fired his way. Tommy Tracy muscles the puck to center, flips it ahead to Luke Doshin. We've got the coffee for the rest of the night, thanks to Greeny. Keller turns the puck over to Olsen in the near corner of the Delaware zone. Reaching in is Versilano. He one of the 3 Liberty goal scorers yesterday, along with Bartel and Feemster. Kovic steps up to hold the point. Keller got to the puck in time from Finch. Finch plays the body, forces the turnover. This worked around a bite. Puck was blocked shoulder high in the low slot. Finch is down, and he's going to slowly pop back up after drawing the penalty. A slash called 2.5 minutes into the third period against Delaware's Jack Keller. So we go back to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Flames 0 for 1 on the power play so far this evening. Delaware penalty. Assessed to number 5, Jack Keller. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 2 minutes 30 seconds in the third period. Keller, 2 for slashing at 2:30. Pomerleau thought about winding up from center point. He and Bartel play keep away. Puck's work now to the near corner and Lugowski. Rather, that is Versolano. Cross ice pass. Good puck movement through the slot, forcing Snellenberg post to post, but the Bartel shot was met by Snellenberg's right leg. Bartel down the pipe. Snellenberg, yes! He makes the save again, and the Liberty Flames remain scoreless through 43 minutes and change. My, oh my, oh my. Face off to the right of Snellenberg. Controlled by Diaz. Finch lost his footing of his own volition this time, and Diaz slams the puck clear. 16 and a half to go. A minute left on the Keller slashing minor. Ottenbreit to Foltz, up high, Calendijk. Calendijk throws the puck into the low slot. It's blocked away by Gould. This is Finch, hassled by Diaz. Calendijk again. Ran out of room when Loose clogged up the goal line extended. So Calendijk retreats to the point. Cycles the puck to Finch. Diaz wreaking havoc at the far half wall. This thrown in from distance by Calendijk. Unable to pick up the pieces was Ottenbreit on the goal mouth. Here's Foltz again. To Finch. Up high, stepping up, and firing a shot wide was Calendijk. And this caroms back out of the Delaware zone. And the Hens are back to full strength. Solid kill from the Blue Hens brings us 4.5 minutes into the third period. Delaware with that 2-0 lead preserved so far. Here comes Mahoney up the left wing boards. Drop pass and a one-timer from Rodriguez, saved by Bernstein. A scrum for the rebound ultimately goes the way of the Flames as Mox puts on the brakes. Icing waved off. Donor made a play at the puck as it sailed up ice. Kendall with the washout. And now Sidoriak with a stretch pass the other way, sailing beyond Rodriguez's reach, paddled by Bernstein to the far corner, and this is cleared by Lugowski back as far as the Delaware line, where Sidoriak chips the puck off the near glass, and Guelph is rocked by Gammer on his way back in to Liberty territory. 14:35 to go. This is an icing against Liberty. Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more. 14 and change to go. Delaware 2, Liberty 0. The Guido shot. Right in Bernstein's breadbasket for the pause with 14:05 remaining. I don't think any of us slept more than a few hours last night after the Friday 6-3 upset. If this holds, one can only imagine how difficult it'll be to get some shut-eye tonight. Strawbinger with ample disruption to Calendike forced the turnover. Early muscles the puck back to neutral ice, shoves it up the far boards. Ruel hassled by Cox in the far corner. Louis Ruel trying to stay with the play. It is whistle dead. Owen Doan signaling a hook with 13:34 to go. And this will go against the Hens. .6:26 the time of the penalty. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill will start to the right of Jacob Snellenberg. He has stopped all 26 shots he's seen so far tonight. Ottenbright bite. The shot was from Fultz. It was wide but kicked away by Snellenberg. Delaware penalty assessed to number 14, Louis-Mathieu Ruel. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 26 seconds in the third period. Ruel, 2 for hooking at 6:26. Calendike from downtown scores. It took Liberty 27 shots. To get past Jacob Snellenberg, but here they do on the power play. And it's now 2-1. And just like that, they get another. .11 seconds, 2 goals. Barreling up the right wing boards was Finch, and the Hens are going to take their timeout. So it's all even up at 2 with 12:51 to go. Liberty's first goal, his 9th of the season, scored by number 14, Jacob Calendike. Assisted by number 21, Kevin Bite, and number 20, Ryan Finch. Time of the power play goal, 6 minutes, 57 seconds in the third period. Calendike, his 9th from Bite and Finch at 6:57. Liberty's second goal, 5th of the season, scored by number 20, Ryan Finch. Time of the unassisted goal, 7 minutes, 8 seconds in the second period. Finch's 5th, unassisted, at 7:08. Timeout was taken by Delaware. So the Blue Hens lead evaporated in the span of 11 seconds. The spirits of Blue Hen Nation remain. Anything is possible. Feemster plays the puck behind the net. Kovac rolls it back up the far side. This walked up the far wall by Finch, looking for his second. He's got a goal and an assist already. Smith absorbs a check in the far corner from Sidoriak. He's got some help from Feemster. Feemster kept high. A poke check from Tanner Mahoney forces the Flames to regroup in the neutral zone. Mahoney patrolling the blue line. Works the puck up the far boards. Guelph in a 1-on-3. Fresh Blue Hens joining him. Guelph is taken down. The arm of Owen Doan popped right up. And that was well over the line of acceptability as Blue Hens and Flames have a few words and then some. Guido and Finch are tangled up. His linesman Steve Cannon has to get in the way. Finch is going to go for a cross check. So the turkey's on the table for the Blue Hens, 8:15 into the third period. Can they? Oh, can they reclaim the lead? Carl Dubé power play about to start. After Finch crossed more than a few lines. Mahoney, DeBolt, Doshin. Guido and Sidoriak. The 5 on this power play. Close-up shot, scrum net front. Mahoney bodied off the puck and the Flames clear. Liberty penalty assessed to number 20, Ryan Finch. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 15 seconds in the third period. Finch, 2 for cross-checking at 8:15. Chance to bolt. Shot was rushed and wide. Calendike with the pressure. Doshin holds at the half wall. To DeBolt. DeBolt with space at the left boards. He flips this high to Tanner Mahoney. Around the horn it comes to Sidoriak, right point. Back to Mahoney. Umbrella collapses now. Guido hesitated momentarily. Cox able to angle him away. Guido skates the perimeter of the zone. Has some help from Sidoriak at the point. Puck taken away by Calendike. One-on-one. Calendike caught up to by Mahoney. Couldn't maintain his momentum. Doshin leads the re-entry for Delaware. DeBolt and Guido stay on with him. Rodriguez and Donor join on the back end. 10:20 to go. In third period play, what was a 2-0 Delaware lead through 40 has been evaporated thanks to rapid-fire Liberty goals by Calendike and Finch. There a shot from Meckel was turned aside by Bernstein. Follow-up chance opposite way. Rodriguez was disrupted, couldn't get the shot away cleanly. Here's Guelph off the give and go. Meckel digging for the puck, got a shot in close, but Bernstein popped up for the save again. Guelph taking aim from the top of the right circle. Stick checked by Mox. Here's a one-on-one. Feemster taking aim through the slot. Donor stayed with him. Snellenberg with the save, his 27th. We are past halfway in the third period. Delaware 2, Liberty 2 from Fred Rust Arena. Donor hauls for Solano into the corner boards, disrupting his centering pass. This cleared by Rodriguez. Walked back in from center by Pomerleau for the Flames. Olsen taken down near corner. Hens are going to go on the PK. I don't know. Howington with the call. Tripping. That sends Tommy Tracy off at 10:51 in the third period. And sends the Blue Hens back to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty assessed to number 28, Tommy Tracy. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 51 seconds in the third period. Tracy 2 for tripping at 10:51. Puck out of play. Results in a neutral zone face-off. It was off of Delaware's stick around center, so it comes back to just in front of their line. Gould, Infanger, Luce, and Heitzhaus, the quartet of Delaware trash can cleaning penalty killers. Jason Fultz to Kalendijk. Bite, the Latvian. Cross ice pass, Kalendijk high slot. Works it to the dot and Fultz. He bobbled the puck. Luce tried to pounce to no avail, but the zone is lost. 8:30 to go in regulation. Fultz re-enters up the left wing boards. He dishes this off to Kalendijk. To Fultz again. Kalendijk working high in the zone. Finch, no, he's denied by Snellenberg. A lunging Jacob Snellenberg covers this puck up, and we've got a pause in play. With 8:10 to go in regulation, 59 seconds, now 1:01 rather, on the Tracy penalty. And a 2-2 deadlock from Fred Rust Arena. Faceoff comes to the right of Snellenberg. He's faced 30 total shots on goal. He's had the upper hand on 28 of them. Versolano circles behind his own goal to build up plenty of speed in the neutral zone. Into the Iron Diamond of Blue Hen penalty killers he goes. Bartel, Pomerleau from downtown. Snellenberg with the squeeze and the stop. 7:42 to go. Near side face-off controlled by the Flames again. Pomerleau to Bartel. Net front chance. Versolano waiting on the doorstep. Couldn't get the redirect just right. Pomerleau again holding the zone. To Bartel. They're going to try again. Versolano. Kept wide by Sidoriak. Cross ice feed to Smith. Sidoriak plays the body on Versolano. They get tangled up away from the puck. Meanwhile, walking in and putting the puck on a tee was Olsen, but it sailed through the slot back as far as the Liberty line, and the Hens are back to full strength. Smith to Versolano. Cross ice pass, Gammer on the re-entry. His shot from the right dot into Snellenberg's pads. Save number 32 for the Delaware netminder. This thrown in from distance by Bite. Gammer taken away by Guelph, who collided with the Flames' Nick Pomerleau on his way out of the zone. Guelph back on his feet, traverses neutral ice. He winds up from 35, shot blocked, follow-up, Rodriguez was off its line. Rodriguez lays a hip on Gammer as that battle for the puck migrates up the far boards to center. Guelph off the Gould breakout feed, negotiates traffic in neutral territory. He dishes the puck off to Ryan Rodriguez. The net front feed to Mahoney didn't materialize. 6:15 to go. Keller holding the left point. Pomerleau off the Karam shot, angles Rodriguez away from the puck and corrals it for himself. Pomerleau, the Pine Tree State native, gets to center before being angled by Rodriguez toward the Dashers. He dumps the puck in from there. Mahoney muscles it free the other way but turns it over to Finch. Finch crashing the net, no. Follow-up chance deeper on the outside, Feemster, no. Mahoney plays the body on Feemster vying for the rebound. It's brought down by Keller and worked forward by Luke Doshin. The Coloradan yesterday with a goal and an assist for Delaware. He had the first goal for the Blue Hens tonight, looking to add to it with 5.5 minutes to go, but no avail as he was outnumbered in the Liberty zone. Hens change behind him. Emerging now is Feemster back the other way. He's slowed up by the reaching stick of Riley Donor upon gaining the Delaware blue line. This comes back to center, turned in by Nathan Cox from distance. It's chipped off the glass, recovered by Sidoriak near side. This played up the far wall toward Doshin, but Kovic kept it in. Race for a loose puck. Across the Liberty blue line, Dominic Guido couldn't get past Marty Mox on the back check for the Flames. 5 minutes to go in regulation. Feemster Leaves this in the far corner, and it's lofted into the rafters by Kovic for a pause. The Dubé name is synonymous with fine custom jewelry in Delaware and a 4-generation family tradition dating to 1895. Carl Dubé Jewelers also offers appraisal, design, resizing, and repair services. Find something special for your someone special. Visit Carl Dubé on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Bartel and Diaz in the face-off circle. Bartel tried to steamroll out of the zone, but the Hens held the line. No icing, says Steve Cannon. Will Gould steadies behind his own net. 4.5 minutes to go. Gould toward Diaz. His stick lifted in front of the Liberty penalty box by Bartel. Loose protects his line, keeping play in the neutral zone. Chance to bolt. Couldn't muscle through up the near boards. A two-a-side scrum develops right at the player gate entry. Mox to Lugowski. Advance to Bartel up the middle. His shot from 35 feet blocked by the back-checking Will Gould. Foltz high in the zone. Paves away to the net, tries to go top cheddar, but that one goes over the crossbar into the glass. Gould down with the rebound to Jay Luce. Volleyed back to Bite. Kovic winds up. Clears from distance. Luce hustles back to get the puck for the Hens. 3.5 minutes to go in regulation. The score is 2-2. Delaware at a 2-0 lead through 2 periods. 2 goals in 11 seconds midway through the second. From Callandike and Finch put the Liberty Flames back on level pegging with Delaware. Nearly the third, Olsen on the doorstep. Couldn't put away the bobbled save by Snellenberg. Owen Doan's whistle brings play to a screeching halt with 3:06 to go. He and Howington get together to discuss what happened. In particular, was it or was it not a hand pass? Ruled no ultimately, so this is going to stay inside the Delaware zone. Bartel overpowered in the faceoff circle by Mahoney. Guelph outnumbered. Throws the puck across the slot after gaining the Liberty zone. Joey Clark brings it back. To Cox. Off the far boards right into the path of Straubinger. Rodriguez lost control of that puck in his skates. Emerging is Clark, right down the pipe, lazy wrist shot sticked away by Snellenberg for save 32. Guido clears a bouncing puck back to center. Pomerleau hesitates. Guelph had time to pounce on him with 2.5 remaining. Back it comes in the Delaware zone where Keller winds up. Stretch pass tipped by Rodriguez. In over the Liberty line. It caroms to the far corner. Luke Doshin. Guido lays a hit on Finch. Puck comes back to the Delaware line where Donor retreats. Final 2:10 of regulation. That's hacked down by Tracy, brought into control at the Liberty line by Cam Ottenbright. Cross ice pass led to Mox. Smith stripped of the puck at the near point by Tracy. He flips it up the near wall. We're inside the final 2 minutes of regulation from Fred Rust Arena. Ottenbright in a battle for the puck. So too Tracy. So too Doshin. Doshin throws a body on Smith. Emerging with the vulcanized rubber was Lugowski. 100 seconds to go in this 2-2 thriller of a hockey game from Fred Rust. Cam Ottenbright up the right wing boards. Puck is loose in front. Snellenberg stops the backhander. This an end-to-end progression from the Flames. Ottenbright up the wall. Failed clear from the Hens. Feemster couldn't beat Snellenberg. with 86 seconds to go. Another quick shot, another quick save. Diaz and Olsen. Nope, Diaz is going to come off. Mahoney's on. The bench is shortened. But Mittelmeier going to use the opportunity for a changing of the guard. Tanner Mahoney tries to tie up the puck off the draw. It's back in Delaware control in their end. Final 75 seconds of regulation. Loose, cannot backhand the puck up the near boards and out. This is tied up at the half wall. Now knocked free. Rodriguez with time and space. He's gained the red line. Final minute of play in the third period. And Rodriguez has to be separated from the Liberty bench area. Gammer, is he going to go? No, but Calendike will. Carl Dubé, power play time for the Blue Hens. We'll get the particulars on the foul momentarily. So the turkey's on the table. For the Blue Hens, a final minute power play. Liberty penalty assessed to number 14, Jacob Calendike. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 19 minutes 4 seconds in the third period. Calendike 2 for roughing at 19:04. Guelph tried to snipe one from the top of the circle, but it was wide and into the glove of Bernstein. 33 and a half seconds to go in regulation. Tracy and Ottenbright meet to the left of Bernstein, who was 13 for 15 in the save department. Clearing attempt foiled at the line by Rodriguez. This ruled a hand pass with 24 seconds to go. So the face-off by rule is one zone behind where play stopped. As such, this comes just in front of the Liberty bench. Tracy and Feemster. Play resumes. Final 20 of regulation. Guelph looking to protect and preserve the third point for the weekend. His shot off the pads of Bernstein. Donor holds the point. Final 5. Donor winds up. Wide shot. Guido follow-up. No, the horn sounds. That will do it for regulation. The score through regulation. Delaware 2. Liberty 2. Regulation shots on goal. Liberty 36 after 13 in the third period. Delaware 16 after 6 in the third period. We now progress to a 5-minute overtime. It will begin 4-on-3 with Delaware on the power play. When the power play concludes, we revert to 4-on-4 until the next stoppage, at which point we correct to 3-on-3 man power. A flair for the dramatic doesn't even begin to describe this weekend for the Blue Hens. We know our fair share of Hollywood writers in this 412 Communications press box. And not even they could come up with a story this compelling. Teams do change ends. And while we await the beginning of overtime, we thank the crew. Our associate executive producer is Molly Jo Rosen. Our assistant producer is Broadway Joe Sindoni. Our production assistant, Josie Billett. Our videographers today, Sydney Butler, Zach Chiarlo, Eli Swope. 4-on-3 to start overtime. Tracy Rodriguez, Guelph, and Donor. It is Bartel, Cox, and Kovic on for the Flames. Off we go in overtime. A minute left on this Carl Dubé power play for the Blue Hens. Donor going to try to end it right here, right now. Rodriguez walks this in up the left wing boards. He puts on the brakes. Donor around to Guelph. Donor again. Tracy boxing out net front. Puck skitters through the paint. It comes to Rodriguez off the corner boards. Donor up high. Slap shot through traffic. Bernstein, he was screened. He got some help in front. Looked like Cox or Kovic blocked that one. Rodriguez again to Donor. A minute's gone in overtime. This shot from Guelph sails wide. Donor holds the zone. First minute of overtime has taken place entirely in the Liberty zone. Bernstein with the save. Faceoff's going to come to his right. We go 3-on-3 now. Cox and Kovic staying. Well, we will go 3-on-3 at the next stoppage. There were still 2 seconds left on the penalty clock. Straubinger holding the left point. To Sidoriak. He winds up from distance. Blocker save from Bernstein. The Straubinger follow-up is caught and held. Nick Bernstein with saves 16 and 17 in rapid fire sequence. .339 to go in the extra frame, and now we're going to go 3-on-3. Play will continue 3-on-3 following the stoppage after the penalty expiration. Guido, Sidoriak, and Doshin. The trio on for the Hens, Versilano, Bite, and Olsen. The 3 Flames on right now. 3.5 minutes to go in overtime. Fast break pass, Truett Olsen couldn't reel it in. Olsen one-on-one, Doshin trying to block the shot and the pass lanes together. Lots of ice for these teams to work with. Bite just held the point. To Olsen. Implored to shoot. He does almost on command, but Snellenberg counters with a stick save. 2 minutes gone in overtime. Doshin puts on the brakes. Stretch pass to Guido, one-on-one. Guido looking for the lane. Backhand shot. No, he flubbed it. Puck stripped by Calendike. He wound up from the top of the right circle, and Snellenberg deflected that puck into the back glass. Pomerleau puts one net front. Calendike couldn't reel the puck in. He faced net front congestion. That got in his way. 2:12 to go in overtime. Donor. Holding. Play action behind the net. Rodriguez works up the left wing boards. Tries to line up a better shot lane in the slot, but Finch keeps him high and presses him to the far wall. The dump and chase goes Rodriguez's way. He ricochets this off the near boards. Donor pulls back into his own zone. 100 seconds remaining in overtime. Flames change. Mahoney's got space. His shot blockered into the back netting by Bernstein for the pause. 1:31 to go. This weekend series has had everything you could ask for. Mahoney and Feemster. Cannon drops the puck. Off to the races we go. Kovic breakaway. He lost control of the puck on the doorstep. Mahoney couldn't push this free. Feemster gloves it down just inside the line. Headman pass. It comes back to Kovic off the stick of Ottenbright. Ottenbright steered to the near corner by Straubinger. He shoots. That is off its target. Zone lost. Delayed offside as tagging up was Feemster. We're down to the final minute of overtime. Tanner Mahoney leaves this back to Tommy Tracy. Hens playing conservatively here. Sidoriak circles on the doorstep, bothered by Ottenbright, who stayed right with him like white on rice, as the old saying goes. 25 seconds. Tracy builds up momentum. Beats the defender, dishes the puck to Doshin at the near half wall. To Tracy again in the corner. Sidoriak heading toward the cage. Tracy took aim from the left dot. A Bernstein stick save met him. Final 10 seconds of overtime. Kovic driven into the corner boards by Sidoriak. Holding is Tracy. Last second desperation shot flutters in from the point. And 65 minutes of hockey have solved us absolutely nothing. At the end of overtime, the score remains Delaware 2, Liberty 2. Final shots on goal through overtime, Liberty 38, Delaware 20. We now progress to a shootout. 3, Brent. Thank you. 3 skaters aside. Whoever is best through 3. Shall be victorious. Good luck to both teams. So a 3-man shootout will determine the fate of the weekend. Delaware has elected to shoot first. Shooting first for the Blue Hens, number 21, Justin Guelph. 5 goals, 6 assists on the year for Justin. And here we go. Bernstein's ready. Let the games begin. Guelph right in up the middle. Hard shot. Save by Bernstein. Shooting first for Liberty, number 20, Ryan Finch. Finch comes in from an angle, walks in, and he drains one. Finch with 4 goals, now 5 goals on the season after getting the game-tying goal earlier tonight. Shooting second for Delaware, number 28, Tommy Tracy. Tracy looking to even it here. Comes in from outside the right dots. He bobs and weaves his way in. Backhand, no. Bernstein says no there. It all rests on Snellenberg's shoulders now. Shooting second for Liberty, number 14, Jacob Calendike. The game on Calendike's stick. In he comes. Lost control of the puck. And we go to round 3. This a must score for Rodriguez. Shooting third for Delaware, number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. Point a game forward for the Hens. 2 goals, 6 assists on the year. To keep the Hens alive. Rodriguez in from the left. Deeks shoots, that is wide, and Liberty have won. The final score by virtue of shootout. Liberty Flames 3, Delaware Blue Hens 2. And while the weekend sweep was just out of reach, the Delaware Blue Hens, with an amazing showing this weekend over the 4th-ranked Flames, earning a win and a tie through 65 minutes before falling in the shootout. Fans, it's time for the Sid's 3 Stars of the Game, presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Today's 3rd star, in goal for Liberty with 18 saves, number 30, Nick Bernstein. The number 2 star, with a goal for Delaware, number 21, Justin Guelph. And the number 1 star of the game, with 2 goals and an assist for the Liberty Flames, number 20, Ryan Finch. A salute from the Blue Hens to Blue Hen Nation after a weekend that will go down in the record books as one to remember. After their 6-3 upset of the Flames yesterday, Delaware pushed their adversaries from Lynchburg, Virginia, all the way to a shootout before a home crowd at Fred Rust Arena. But the final score, by virtue of Ryan Finch's shootout goal, Liberty 3, Delaware 2. Coming up next on the Delaware Hockey Network, the Men's Division II Blue Hens host Stockton in the last leg of our triple header. That game will get going around 9 o'clock Eastern, maybe 9:05, after ice floods and warm-ups are accounted for. And we'll be back with you here on the Delaware Hockey Network when that game gets set to roll. For the entire crew, James Witherite thanking you for joining us all weekend long. One more tonight. We'll be back in roughly a half hour to tee up Blue Hens and Ospreys on the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by Long and Greenberg.